Baboko there.
Adom Boko.
Wait, I am Western of region, Bibi Akoye.
Adom, Bibi Akoye. Adiachin, you won't cry.
And as well.
Yeah.
If you want to buy an answer, won't cry. And
no,
Wakra.
Yeah, Wakra. If you for barely 2 weeks,
okay.
We went for the elections. And,
okay.
I think after the elections, then we back to Accra.
Okay.
Nyamiad me hoboko. They are more experienced one can you be na experience or but just say very severe. The reason why is not Hamatan per se, but the severity of the economic hardship and I can wasm. The same thing says I share Western North predominantly cocoa farmers.
Okay.
Yeah, cocoa farmers into chunk of your income if you cocoa munede eba. Into anything be an benya adverse effect on a cocoa sector, no certainly not economic activities now then ayabasa and it has dark consequences on the livelihood of the people. And intina ama abanesan. I see a big cocoa, but the fact of the matter is in the same. Yenya sikampo a piece and a cocoa crutch in bit media moki and say or carrying cocoa. So you begin to ask yourself, say there are about 1.3 billion now are buying se wakojeno. Sikani a day. Some of us then you say because of a buying commitment and I say a car or day a year LBC snibintino. Certainly Sikana and Conco do baby and other a year commitment he has to make due to ono ankasa ni ineptitude on the part of governors.
Akwa banana what yes muzana. Nam nim say me ma akwa ba.
Oh say akwa banana make kan dey from.
They move from Western North. Okay, great. Mate.
Maybe we shall say na be cheaty for.
Mate be say. Right, I'm say for Jerome Sam, the Western North Regional Communication Officer. Okay. So oko election, right? And now we need it.
I won again. Na me na me ho na me win.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And as well. I was here for 19 minutes after 9. Ansana Mema from the camp of the MPP. Mema na kwaba na happy 90th marriage anniversary and comma Dr. and Mrs. Ebenezer and Gladys Ni Ama of Heritage Christian University in Sawam Road Church of Christ. Happy 19th marriage anniversary and comma Mopawe Efi Echo Sam and the gang Amunyina ho. I must say happy marriage anniversary and come out. Prophet Daniel Ofori Ewuku Osofua Oda the prayer temple and no ICGC prayer temple and not Legon. Good morning to you, sir. I salute you as well. And SNM Mensa Event etc. GH CEO Event etc. GH SNM Mensa. Good morning as well. Medrese Bibiaboko dear, please get in touch as well. Ave Bamima from the camp of the New Patriotic Party, Deputy Communications Director. Momo Diania Director. Oh.
Yeah, I'm a director.
Grab your hand there so you go.
As a babachi.
Nobody graduates or your director.
Oh, of course, by the grace of God. Say, oh yeah, you my pie boy abaso.
Is me who opposition body na me who abai mu body.
And there sometimes, oh yes, I be the see you. General mosquito. Who share na there be because what opposition. So atana by mo dida.
Body need there.
Me mami Western Region Comms Officer.
Yeah, Jerome Sam.
Jerome.
Yeah.
Jerome.
Yeah.
I mean, TF80. I don't a big platform, and then and come a plans, but produce a bomb. My home on the Columbia, so no semi jadi me be an ameba.
Okay.
Into and then me buy me buy and starting home. Me come at TF to say me buy but I'm on perturbed. Me tia Ghana for 80 and it's to MPP for Ghana for you know I am a minimum ready for. Made in Chiasron Emma, national chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Era Stephen Ayinsu team. The hardworking general secretary, Nana B, and the director FNA, treasurer, Era Dr. China and Mpensenpensenmu, Mechiagana, my opinion, one and a billion actually ministers are doing now. Minia, and then maybe Banamera Hopa.
Oh, there.
Because now me CJ interviews now and concerning mishap and I say unfortunate incident.
Cantonment. Yeah.
Sebiya a man at in a day. Yeah, it's a frustration. I'm a ekomu ase. Inti say me who say mama no suna mama no etete no. I was so touched. In fact, it is so cra egu me because it's not easy For all you know, see the Asampa, Mamina Kwajibusian. For all you know, Mamina Kwajibusian. For all you know, we're a single parent. For all you know, Nema, it was Kuma, or here Jumana, or their support to medication. You see the reason why you're free SHS, regardless. You're one of the policy. Ghana ni babia, regardless of political affiliation. I was saying, you know, bomb pies enter home. Because imagine, says, I'm a me, and a mammy and son, ever SHS. And I also one. Ka condition, I mean, I come say, no. There's no way I'm a friend between I continue with the education.
It's not unconscious and continuation.
Imagine, I am creating a
scenario.
Say yes. Senkasanetia. And I mean, you're from Western. You see, Osha MPP Abaya and another Danko Akufuado Abay. No matter the propaganda will be better, I saw obey. Abaya Aba, watch clearly in clear terms, and your propaganda say, or what the interest of cocoa farmers at heart. For the first time, let me just give you two instances. For the first time in the history of this country, Ghana, Abambia Maya, what team part Adrian Hon say, or the BB buy a friend pension scheme for cocoa farmers. You see, sometimes when you hear people, my district manager cocoa, me national service, my first employment, I was a district manager for cocoa merchant. Me adwuma baby ni, me san koye adwuma I go so. Me na me create go so cocoa merchant A, B, and C. That time another day another amwa that day and I on the global haulage at Greater Bia Bihuanity, Alaji Adamu Idrisu. It's me, I know the cocoa sector. And NDC time 2011 to after manami to cocoa, but to crane do maybe a to cocoa. Ahuma ya de pan cocoa nano ni nyebi. So sometimes I am person here yes our kind of politics because Ghana ya tremwo. But you see, when we want to start the discussion in this form, we are tempted to also talk about some of these things. At least Abanyiba here no, in a cocoa bag is saying 800 Ghana cedis. In a cocoa bag.
Masa fertilizer no moton.
Me say in a cocoa bag. Yeah, me busa cocoa bag.
I'm coming from the point. NDC for us be bem say fertilizer no more the check.
Fertilizer.
But more
fertilizer no more the check. The question is fertilizer ne kwa hin for. Me catch us industry my am modwuma nya say
na more the kwa hin.
No tin aban ni hu say sa fertilizer na ye tamsi ka twitwiri die. Ese ye the fertilizer no ye the make ya wo na individuals bi are repackaging ye ton no. Na emu akuafo ne bo man ne kakeke ene ya ene wo kasa nhye ya be bo akuafo ebi ni say eye cocoa scholarships ebe ko indeed akuafo a om na eye cocoa om na sefata om ma sefata so om be benefit enko fan chen ene ya de hye ya ba nyame ada roma ya cocoa farmer bia no ya mema ne pension scheme just like teacher ni doctor nurse eye adwuma wie no akona homegie ma onya pe onya busumi bia onya bibije. These are some of the initiatives about transforming cocoa for life.
Curious auntie, akwa banana dear man as what you say.
No media menu and man akwa to Adom FM and crying. But we be the fire and me tuna agina say on starting common because when we are to talk about the track records of these two administrations in respect of cocoa for omukra den go need the locals to even talk about
of the cocoa growing area and me kwani home na
adwuma mention actually my company need say I was a district manager.
But say be a would be honest why
species Akrache for na kana akrache from purchasing clerks.
Yeah, ben.
At a point, me cocoa adwuma 2011, 2012.
Emra NDC wa buy.
No, yeah. My first job cocoa adwuma na me Metro Mass.
Oh, okay.
Yes, after national service, me adwuma o baby ni na me share.
And now supervising fertilizer now mo dey ba.
Na me supervise you, na me manager. So I was managing purchasing clerks.
Okay, nti me ba, not just a fertilizer no e be see so ma distribute this.
Fertilizer mpo no mo dey bra me nya bi ma akuafo. Na
bimba me that's it for 26 minutes after 9 Adom 106.3 FM this year no watching we video to me mo akwa ba enche me ko Jerome Sam Hona Fei on the submission of cocoa growing area and the crop ya kind quickly or tiffy one afi ye koyenim to the real issues. Well, a special happy birthday and Vida party and angel inside Germany many minutes. Indeed, good morning, a special happy birthday and come away Frank Milovan and the entire family who almost say happy birthday and come out. And this one says good morning and please happy birthday to Pastor Set of Fairbedu of the Church of Pentecost, Old Estate District of the Church of Pentecost, Koforidua area. Twin sisters Peggy Ama Donko and Edibai. Auntie Peggy, good morning and happy birthday to sweet Mame Sarah Ando, Bremai Jamra, Wefi Banasco and Poansaho. Jerome.
Asempa.
Krabia Santiakasa.
Okay. Asempa Wakasa na at a point, before say may react to the kind, my main find Chiakasema, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and Nawoda, Yankopon Shrano, one again power at the Magana, and also in Shankoma, a year National Secretariat, and this is a year National Chairman, Michiana Park. Asempa,
and I went to General Secretary.
Oh, Sammy come National Secretary.
Okay.
Asempa, no cry a woman and they minu came. At a point, we be sad na same be. Then you know me the man say, me mammy to one papa, what worry me mammy. You are claiming is a winning, me mammy chin me and Casami and a banner. Into the war now will be a juma a year or two. A cocoa growing area. Also winning Dwaso Nsem matching me. You won't me I don't have a problem. No problem.
I can't say in Eastern region, Brimnoff is a cocoa growing area.
And the man can answer me. Man can answer me.
No cry a woman say.
It's you.
Beside a question, you say, under NDC fertilizer, and you say, a day man, and there were him fan. When him, for Minister of Environment, Dr. Kokofri officer, he also. Nebisan San the NDC, a man almost 500 bags of fertilizer for free. I'm throwing this challenge to you. For Nebisan say me has say, unya sa number do no for free edigu ni kuku. Eso. E was a she. Inti ni sa fertilizer no mesro me jina han kandi a wonye den. Unimu. Me jina han kandi oni mabo minister din. And ufi say enya no kra frɛ no to challenge it say obi abodi aka asem eye no kra anase enya no kra. And I no credit. So a child ma who say fertilizer na ye Ghana for her na eden. And na eba. And sa policy no, there is no way between me sa policy no am mama kuafanya den. Enya eye won ho anase o manye ska. Because as at the time na ye to koku mu no, na ye subsidize anase the fertilizer ema won free. In order not for them say cost o mu care in doing business anase o madwuma ho no enkost bebre. And that is what we call leadership. Say the Nipan Hobe high no. And now me no say, what is the significance of Sir 800 Ghana cedis now or Kano? Just opposing that with the current situation at your Ghana. How can you make this argument? Nipan cotton fertilizer, or we are other factors, fuel, obeka cotton mixing, edekoguni kukuso, ninina kosro. Into you ask yourself a year, the expenditure of Saku Kuku Nino on one cocoa bag no, young fancy sikana with the mano. And na yen say sabi economically it makes sense and I say a boni pakono it doesn't. Intini ko kwakua no their lives anasa brabona or mobono tiano moti esan yo machi a won fa so anasa improvement bia eba wo mabrabom we won sem na ye kan say aban no be den obey particular about the cocoa industry and ensure say cocoa kwakua no ho be den ebe henhan won na mo be henhan won a all these policies no come to play. Said the bear who betting me then. I hang one eden ewo. You are talking about cocoa pension scheme. Mention one person in Ghana you cocoa creating. Abeka says successfully in send call pension this year when your pension. Because then I mean say this will be in 60 years. O shares abo we no. Then nipa kon will be 54 years. And as 55 years. Send nipa kon wait. The party
wants to be sincere here.
And I'm telling you, say, just point to one or two persons. And one call retirement to kukukia yenimu. And my pension. And that's how more enjoys our benefit we. Lip service. What do I not done ra? Yes, you been wo because they be crowd around sanso. And I walk. But we sing for phone nimu. No wako dompo ni biade. Ebia wo. We should be very candid to ourselves. Yen din no kre enchre yen ho say we na ye den na ekoso because obi anya bi me fi say hwi na meba before say me fi say hwi ba wo ko adabukro mu ko debi so ko bodi wo ko jabo so everywhere I call in my region kuku can be no betimi aka say when your pension scheme into think cry here because we be your kuku pension scheme no say of what benefit Adom FM enya nkran kwa o e no board de biso no e no board dwaboso no e no board no all these people are listening into the main phone call for akoma. Don't let people get angry.
Yeah, but this particular issue I will subject it to cocoa farmers. Now, I'm be free. Me bacho. We na se crop ya santi we are. Me activity phone lines na fe match. Because indeed there was here TV omo. Say cocoa as that to be politics as usual.
Yes, say cocoa can ben and wako pension this year. And now pose wako pension next year. And the critical question you also need to ask them then they say scheme no case on my pilot no. A quite ben so no more ye because if say oba beti cocoa no or be contribute here percentage say na oil then or contribute and how much are you going to deal with it because almost the number of them backs into obia abia afimuni nyina no what if 5 bags and I say bia 4 bags because of our buying shishi into one question of what percentage in any pakone ye day okwakutua. And all these things are not available even to the media to scrutinize it and ask pertinent questions relating to a normal ecoso in the industry. It's no bad, then you just make a vague statement and put it out there. Say, hey, in a cocoa pension scheme, and I say. No, we need to interrogate it and no say ampa ABCD a quite na more fast even to execute that particular policy that we are talking about. NDC promised it, and yet the acquaintance share to how we will do it. But because of a cheap politics, money identity, also baby, be whereby even in Shashia Befasumpuno, any day, anyhow. So how are you rolling it out? Uncle for day, Uncle for Behu. Ain't you know, Asempa, Woko, Kemune dear, so we see se you see, and I say, we see Western Northa, and now Behu a brea, Timamufone day, a branca sankasa, in relation to a Yoko, ye blue. Because yen first now go for fin cry ever say ever talker. You know why? Because every year and yes I say be enemy this guy but nipa kono nya excess onya ne bre so mfaso oti koko ne dodo nti ehokwa ne entina ka dadam nya the man mo fin cry ne takra de mo ba beto no ma ba be use wa ha then we buy a new one but today abobo ya tokra mpa ayeden ayeden amayen abobo ya kra to ayeden amayen. And baby ya dru sisia wo region ni mu no nyame nkwa no kra because si ahweye na nkrofo de omo ho je eye brabo ni ma I'm not sure anybody can stay or live in the region. Right. It's very terrible.
But I say Jerome Sam, Western of Regional Communication Officer, my NDC, Krobe Asante, Brem Nafe, me activity phone lines in the Kakra. Yeah.
Azampa,
Bitiopa.
Miniano, I think I need to use the opportunity to educate him. When you roll out a policy, listen. When you roll out a policy, now you were even asking the question. Say, the policy took full effect in October this year, and part of the policy requirement, and then they say district by district, African Omube enroll farmers on. What you say? Which month are we in now? So when you sit here and mischievously, then you don't even know what the policy stands for. And you need to be educated. You may laugh, but you don't even understand the policy. Policy is not an event. I won't be under your teeth. It's a process. It's never an event. And then one day, say, oh, I was. And what would just canopy say, oh, imagine a pension scheme. So please, if you don't understand the concept, take your time, read the document guiding that. Another document on that. The amateur on say, under this government, we have introduced what we call cocoa pension scheme. And yet this MPP are buying any Côte d'Ivoire buying any a pussy here for living income differential. Eba ya ene abua ama cocoa bo emuetimi apija kakra. So you are aware of it. So Côte d'Ivoire and Ghana are buying jointly and they pushing for this. The point is that policy is a good policy. After you roll it out. It took full effect after parroting. It taking full effect this October, yeah. And the idea in itself in enroll farmers on. So it is not an event kind of idea. Cocoa can be even the CEO of Cocoa Board, the board chairman of Cocoa Board, Mr. Peter McMahon. You get it. Yeah, by almost within their 4 years, what was the level of increment of the man cocoa for? He sit here and talk a lot of, and I'm if cocoa growing area. I'm also from a cocoa growing area. Then you go and the fact that obi free cocoa growing area, but on cocoa for ebi muda. So that is not a justification enough to say because me free western off into me free cocoa growing area, and you want to twat yourself say me free cocoa growing area. Do you know everything in cocoa? I have mentioned to you maybe I'm free again. Masama Boachro say me my Juma as a district manager, district director of cocoa merchants. Babiani and Goso. What you say? It minim cocoa musino. Minim cocoa mu asino. So you don't sit here. I am not saying said you have watching and abine to me. I am Chrome ha. Upe enkrofo pa obi adidi omho pa ekoko akuafo right from say koko no otie ayi PC4 articulator drivers omo be secondary evacuation careful be primary evacuation omo be sealing of the cocoa be a lot of a chain quality control for any obi kuani no. So if metna na I don't want to advocate for cocoa Kenya, then I'm not even being fair. But I am telling you, say comparatively, this administration and the NDC administration, you know, say you the a good table, so and I say you see to the same scale. Now you aware the MPP has done a lot of and impacted positively on the lives and the welfare of cocoa farmer than the Wabetana. You are only making rhetorics. Mama policy, a game changing policy. At the end of the day, a policy. A banner say impact no is not even felt the way it's supposed to be felt. A policy, there's always room policy biano or implement here. Over implemented, there will be challenges, there will be issues. You come back, you sit on a round table, you do stakeholder consultation, then you fine tune it. But with Asamunya Sanis Wadihuna, you are talking about Adia Papa Biana, John Mahama wanted to do it. John Mahama wanted to do it. John Mahama wanted to do what? Please. Even in the midst of any global challenges, and at least what to me apeja cocoa ni bonum. Amana could do level be a mimi dear to my best of knowledge. Cocoa for any assault. Even though there is more room for improvement. Na say ne obi oya adwuma teacher for doctors, nurses, obi e su se ni na katwa emfa bi nka ho. If as a man you do level bi na wo say cocoa for, yetimi support omu yi a I am fully for it. Yehwe akwan ahodo a asempa sem atam adman me nya mu kotakra ma me kasem kire o. Yehwe akwan ahodo asempa. Yehwe akwan ahodo a cocoa akuafo under NDC no omdo cocoa fa so. Ne akwan cocoa growing areas. Ombebri ani so yes omu ye cocoa rows inflating figures. I buy say audit. You see, let me tell you about cocoa aquine feeder rows. Audits and a report and to me and as about what is important, and they said there are instances a lot of
but when you have done when you do audit, was somebody bet here who say these are the findings.
I don't have that information.
Audits and the findings in a way.
When they say there were rare cases prices contractors
how much na more committee into that audit.
I don't have that information here, but they make actually when they say we have some information a cocoa board they are there PRO corporate affairs but they make actually when they say what I know mimi krum a free cocoa to oda kwan maami anu wote so zumira yon formation okohan ayi anyaka ba kwan no de abesi so na oya kwan te say obi esi ni feature yi ene obi a won kokko ne mpatamu a wotie mi bia nim say wokohwe sa kwantempo a efiri enkokko etwam akosi odan a different thing altogether.
Mate Krobia say my subject discussion to the cocoa farmers because almost be to me a kasachi.
Yeah, kasabi. Abayi ba ye no. Wachire say cocoa remains the backbone of this economy.
Yeah.
And there is nowhere as government you betimi ayen say cocoa for yem prioritize omunis.
Krobia Santimina say but a former president Mahama birthday obewish.
Oh no JDM mano awodapa nyame enomboano na on transemaye as a former head of state sabi and ani so adi hunu na ono person san ba biom de ono anim say enye yi but at least we'll continue to respect him as former president, and I think that status now it calls for a lot of respect for him. But my only plea in the Senate or dini awoda ino any utterances been in some of Bekekano or who say Ope or your former head of state into or kasa a carry weight into or can someone contumpuni na dane sa name in free. Mr. Omina me wish
me bacho always my name we me ba
no say be etoda udu awoda na wo ye bibia na nipa timi enya opportunity to advise you now actually say niam bi say ni we ni niam bi say ni twe ho free home to me make say his excellency the former president ye nyina penasem he's a very nice gentleman but me kire ni say ba bia wadu no level a wadu no ni obia na betimi adu sa level no or your former head of state or your former president for that matter ti ye be sere ni say obi na no no kasa o ma ne kasa no enye the one a betimi aka o man na bom enye ne ya na okika
but I say crop ya sante Jerome dey so I wish former president that yeah and you know for some you be activity phone lines now especially mo cocoa growing areas any cocoa farmers mo betimi ne yakasa no matre yen say ye ba no cocoa akuaye dwumadie na etesen na eko na ye nyina ye nti ase but 0302 216561 and 0302 216562 0302 216561 0302 216562 Aisha Bacho Piama Menafe yenko but a special good morning and come Apostle Richard Jumfor Congress Redemption Ministry International ben old Malcolm ewo Achimota Apostle good morning to you megiri se bibia abokode ye chia asori manyina asumdwe enkan yankopon ema onyinche. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yes sir, Jambacho dini be bia afrefi.
I'm Bacho Nsem Ewuchi. Me free to him.
We bacho se ofrefi so hum. E bacho ye kokoo kuani anase.
Me Bacho me nyekwe but me nyekwe afọ na ti ho nti me yepo.
Me bacho entio.
Me Bacho the papa na kanu eyampa eye MPP ni. So far omona omubaya omoto kokoo mu amana koso fine. But I say my can ye ka kokoo ekuafo asem. Na oka financial the other man oka financial ensem na say o man na mu ho aye den. Oh say entity for omo yen ko se bi omo ya dada for uti o man no be too much. Eso se wo do wa no se no ka se wo do wa no do nwe bi wo. Eso se wo do wa no keke kan eso se the we implementation of any mediation. It ya omo to omo we so man mo aden but omo say nyeme bi na nko yi wo wi ase afa na nyina we da.
Abusia mesime da CP 0302216561 and 0302216562. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, boss.
Yeah,
Me bacho didi me bia frefi.
I'm a frefi gomboa. And me coffee paco.
Ma bacho yenti o bacho ya na wa makasa na content em gakra mai.
Number papa on can't oh yeah. Yeah, go for me. Do mama far better now. A good father. Now, although it's all kind of cool, but on what person not make your mommy do. But no, I'm telling you, see, I want to have family school. We are highly provoked. And you know.
Hello. Well, too bad. Yeah, shouldn't want humana. So, hello, good morning. Yeah, especially Kakoko farmers and Efrea and Kabeme de Pa. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, City.
Medini Asempa, Odini Baby Afrefi.
Oh, morning. I see a family watching. You almost make from the street.
But you ain't you.
If I show a cuckoo, it is what I am because, yeah, farmers are frank. A advantage the market can on Nimono, Abana, say over start Mama, because so that number Jago, but to money baby now space, grandpa did Granana, a hook cover for a default. The other day was let's be a also now real. You speak a little. Go catch it with the cocoa. What is Saturday? Baby, no one for source every promise. No, for society commission, I wouldn't play our way. Then you quite not it. It's about it now. What did she shop? What is for no career? Catch you for no. Mo bia se sa bia koko so. Se one bag, family no, na pa zi family no. Adeno de kan koko bi no one bag no. One ya o ya nya bese 4 5 it will carry 100 bags. Just imagine, kilo so no be na another bag be no. Ono so we no so ya say on man no. This ya pese ya. What the pen ko no. Ti aban fa ko. Let's ka ban ka se ko betumi a. Ba ka se important of wa um ko ko ma ye. Ama ye ko any aso se apa ye di ma. Aba so ba ye den. Ti ba na ba no. Afu say ba na do ba. Ama na any coconut ma ko ni.
Mate. Abusua Mate me da CP say wo frey asum drink out. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, boss. Me pacho dini baby afrefi.
A friend Collins na kasavi sa ibodi.
Tafi body pacho yentio.
Yeah, o man me da say no nyuma pa udi. Na me chia me MPP your office or any Jerome, abon homode. Na Jerome, ye besere no say for ye nimje. Ye yen kwada tete no na no mode politics edada yen. Yen nim hwe NDC for man ye bibi pa man MPP say for nyina. Ade amodi be boa ye ne say modi fertilizer enye be gu ye kokoso emen ne say for koko nyina ahia otio a say for ntimi ntoka no say for ka ntimi nto ye fertilizer modi be gu ye kokoso a na enye modi bre ye free fertilizer na enye papa mo anye audit be na modi bre say for ene edi gu ye kokoso a ene ubasahi Elias a omunya fertilizer ni free ni nyina ye kokwashi ade papa ndis for betima ya ndis ama say for no enti so onima onja politics no na na de ye kuafo no yeso ye ne abie ye nim de ye enye propaganda on better radio so aye no na de ye be di mochi aban bia ba o de betima ya ma akuafo an bibia ban aye bi ye nim say ndis for ba o mo ye bi nanso enye kontomfo no no Jerome eti wa wo twa no eno na be boa no ye be sere pa o kasai onim say akuafo bo a bufu afu na anga wajade o ye no ya besre no
Mate
mama ye wuru lance wo
Mate Abusua me da CP say wo frey asum drink out me da se pa. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, boss.
Bacho, yeah, from calling kasavi say you go sikru.
Me bacho o ma radio ne nko from Gakrama me share why feedback na no one day swear. Great. E bacho also kasafi
Say you go sikru.
bacho entio.
Of koko ne de eyen tumu na matumu na adabo. Koko no tum kodu 1 billion po na wan kan de ma me mfanya. E bi ati. Enye bia man tumu na ba. Se koko nyina na efe. At the same time, first back if you can get on mobile training now. Thomas Abane Brace Kadi, Amadia Abane Blake Coco, I will need us and a 5 fro. It is answer no more can say Coco mouth to my winner, or more from one candy and find a phone and so. Is that in it, and 1 year is why a bad head. And so young I can be. Never sit out to my young for so. Is out to mouth to Muka. Coco didn't know what was out. Ntomo fa waka de men na yemfa nya afu no aban bia ba oyedi enya aban na etie aban bia ba ko obi ba ode oka ide obi achi nti o de be so man ntomo fa waka de mra yemfa nya afu na enso ansa mbetu mo to man en waka de ni wa otum to atum kwa e be siria
Abusua me da CP say wo frey asum drink out me fa 2 more calls na for here see. Hello, good morning.
CJ
Jamidi dia sempa. Yes sir.
Asampa moko de
Nyameti ase.
we doctor
Hello, Dr. Menjibra. Okay, too bad. 0302216561 and 0302216562. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Asempa, good morning.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Me bacha odini baby afrefi. Me bacha nyabacha odini baby afrefi.
Me didi kwabra me special chimatafo.
Me bacha entio.
Oko no ene tuna o matomo no. E no board din nti ube wie no na ka wa bono enya sengitwa. Nti omo ka se na koko ya tum. O man penu abatwa mu nyina, man penu kufo na aboa yen pa amla o aban so. Because na ndu e de mai free di koko so. E man spray, say man spray na e hu he. Omni lori ba na penu fo na chafa. Omo nyama spray ni mayan. It is say apa beli no de say koko no. O kita on sapan. Eti koko no mo ma ye enya ho aka de.
na mo hwe kokoko kura 4 years se kokoko obi ye adwuma kokoko board ahwe ika odi kura 4 years aye kokoko no e bicycle kwa yefini tobi enti omo nya se kwasi abo na kokoko board fo mu bu ye no na omo hwe ye kura 4 no beda ma se
Abusia mesime da se call out chat or him fan on afa yem fancy 0302216561 and 0302216562 and Mpensenpensenmu yem fancy da cowbell milk awake drinking water esi anu wachi mu afidia to a memo achi mu akwa abada wase Adom 106.3 FM medini kwesi asempa abidafo matna se Krobia Asante a deputy communication director Emma New Patriotic Party and Jerome Sam a Western North Regional Communication Officer, Emma NDC. Kola Wichato, good morning.
Asempa.
Eja.
Mpacha unia peni yauni.
Mebacho ya kasafin.
Eye ampa so krabla kucha ayiswan.
Mebacho entio.
Asempa emse mesre minianum. Gana adi ehina yen wo ma yenka na yenya politics. Ye wadi wo wa ye de politics. Koko ane bua Ghana man a yenya yen akwan ye bibia na ye betena zo ne ye de politics ana we abefre wonchen na wo de ye politics ebe bua ye ni yesre koko no niama ha ye nwo pa masre ni ade nyina sese ya nkoso dra ye brewo koko mu skana wade to so ye de ni nyina bopa sese wodo wampo no kure ya ahi ese ni nyina yesisi wo mu so fertilizer bo eyahe fertilizer uton koko ba bottle na set ba akopɛ nkai na nto bio nti se ukita be se koko fu be tempo so abeto bottle an so nti ya be srew ani yenu anum se mu bule kwan bi da ho ma koko ekura so wo ma ye nka sempe be bo ayen na wonya politics zaman yenu na NDC ni wakasa yi pa wakasa yi ntumune di amoaye enye yenhwe uton di apana na adibetua na obesisa wase na obedo wase na obebo sria ma na obeye nwunyuma bebre bebura won ebeso akura akọ she akura wajesta moto kura nyesi adetu awaje nti atempa medawase
Abusia mesime da sipi why yentumi fa calls be 6 minutes to the top of the hour me patcho munyina more 2 minutes each into Jerome my member so what you call us no they had be chat on this cocoa issue na fe yenko yenim
menia on this cocoa issue ne there yesi do teenager ho no ono ni say the sisi shenefa na sa wo hwe multimedia mo dem we very good at it because en chena monam your so ne the villages assess nkofo asetinum ne omababom yamra ne yemhwe ohun obi kan policy bi no kan pollination no keska hu bi but say program no amoni pollination be catch yen say koko kuani ni yetwa wafu na ekaba ko bi ebe ma 1000 Ghana cedis even asasi ru na nkasa no ene even ahemfo ebe ma won ska enna me no ka say go to ahemfo no to find out say ohene ban ene yama ne say ska ni bi koko akuafo sen ne yetwa won koko agu a enne to even assess that money nipo na ma obehye won bo say obema nkofo mpa ye den aba bi dua afu no po anakoko na ma won enne enti saa enti no oba fom wan kasa ebehwe dia ekoso a amanfo asetena mu aye denen nipa na ni da so nyina ye koko a ehye ene eka obo wo ho no say nipa kona brabo etesan and that is the situation we find ourselves entina ha enka say first no be complaining say na wodo po ma ya he no entina kan say first near done free about you appreciate say cost of doing business, cost of living akosro. Oh yes sir, you are not being honest or truthful to the people. And in the moment as an your man akosro coupled with the way a buying inflation you have to turn your money aden nipa ne bre first nipa no koto petrol onto 1 gallon po or to vortic bottle na. Do you know how much the person was paying for? And then nipa no koto vortic bottle na nipa no tia almost about 20 cedis. Sabe, what sense does that make? Do you know the cost the person is incurring? Then you sit here and say, Adam first near any free. Bisaunsa first near to fuel and saying. Bisaunsa first in the fertilizer not saying it. Bisaunsa first no suko draw money at the send and etie. You saying say you've been a manager before. Recount all those things. send an net here and the time announce we cocoa merchant now ye manager no na send an net here intin aban ni wo bibia onye na adwuma ni munya de it is like wo ye adwuma wa Adom FM hai oba na wo hwe studio akra na environment no kra mpona oba adwuma kra no wani aide na wani age you are not even particular too much about your salary or pay but the environment mpona wo ye adwuma no inti enne cocoa kwani nankasa no wo na adwuma mu no send na ye de etie inti nipa ni nyo pepa ade inti na onton fama eye galamse ni na onyiska nonko na industry ni nyede engu because enye lucrative or it is not attractive because of aban eye cosmetic policies or the ide or the go akwam. It is only practical on paper but in terms of on the field nankasa practicality of it no enya dia ewo ho inti ni mesro pa mini opinion ni mesro se wunim de wi a amanfo no yete ho na ye bre a na se wodie when you would the money are there, Mr. It is not in generic sense in terms of its application. Into me power chopper, into sempa, your bread,
Mate,
your bread pa wo.
Adom Nsem.
Cocoa growing areas, no.
Mate.
Western North, I have for money a day. I had there, you see a penny ye pa. I too.
Mate, Adom Nsem, a Western North Regional Communication Officer, my NDC. Korea Santi Brema, also 2 minutes. Yeah,
fancy 2 minutes, but
Kasa
Azamba,
Mitio.
So TT for a friend.
Mitia.
Every single policy they mentioned, MPP policy. Baku about cocoa pollination. Pollination, a MPP policy, a MPP initiative. Whether President Kufuor and another Dankwa Kufuor, a MPP's government initiative. Baku cocoa mass spraying exercise. What you say? The fact of the matter is, Oman Akunyano, one Timmy and NDC at the Papa Bakwa, cocoa industry, no, or young people by Yame. They don't have it. Record cocoa production and 1 million metric tons no was under MPP government.
Oh,
what you say? It was an initiative for cocoa mass spraying. I had buy, a boy. Omo no say no, omo spray cocoa, no spray NDC near fua. No ma jump, MPP in that one, so no ma jump. No ma co spray the next farm. What kasa man kasa yedi na men kasa. No ma co spray the forgetting say insect no. M1 You get it. I appreciate the concerns genuinely as some of the callers ne frey. I be no more kasa no kre. Sikane de omani je ho but enema bo akosoro. Asempa ho na atena kasa enema bo nkosoro. Enuntina abane bae no another way aye boa I say ye be ma enema ebo aba from ne say ye be invest hugely ewo agro business na companies that produce agrochemicals ye de ye kuayo ne ade no ye nya ye kroma ye betimi aye bie asempa say bi wo kra ne mani fra manone na ne ya dollar no ekosoro for the first time since 1972 dollar ne bo ehwepe pounds ne euros ne ade na Ukraine many from Mononia automatically nebu one bekosoro. Akuafo with genuine concern, but as an NDC person, until metra and found more concerns in the politics because they know what the NDC administration did for them. Omunim the NDC abayama, omunim the MPP abayama. The difference is crystal clear. Not a single policy initiative and a NDC for it to be implemented. Yeah, say it is geared towards enhancing the welfare of cocoa farmer. Ebi anyhow, cocoa for Nankasani, they know it. And let's also consider NDC Abreso, cocoa increment and more compared to MPP administrations. Me know the two administrations either President Kufuor and another Dankwa Kufuor. Anya biano. Cocoa Kianina, Sebi, Ahotraba, and Yamamaya Diano, Nebeko SHS, yes, one could free. Uncle free, or maybe our resources are the natural resources now. Now they're developing the human capacity of the nation. And nothing are buying say and oil yanya, Yankoko Sika Benyani Adinano, Yan develop Yama SHS ye free. Generally, no Biabina son faso, near only Bakrano, Ninu Oba, near only Bano or Fasie. It's Usha are buying policies or the bar, for the health insurance buy. And the health insurance, no, cocoa growing areas are cash and carry now, a dincrophone and benefiting hugely. President Kufuor da Roma, and what the Metro Mass buy. I have worked in Metro Mass for 11 years. Mini Metro Mass, Omwa, yen services, a bomb power, or Western North. Yen route to do in Ashanti region, Western North Neko. and it is an MPP government initiative. Buses na full ofra at least every day. Traveler be at me say we be kakra kofi ade beto pan no kofi. It be biara bia efa oman yi ho and the intention is to benefit the poor. Ana akuafo no MPP aban ye will be casting NDC aban. That is the point I want to make. It does not mean say be akuafo no me say to heaven ana bibia ekoye mom ma ye adwuma ni bi da koko kuani ni the least person or industry no obia sisi kuani no obia esisi kuani no
Martin Krobia Sante
it is not for NDC to come and do politics with it.
Krobia Sante asomdwen kan mo share on Facebook in fact more messages about enche making kind. We a texter from Takrady. Say good morning, Asempa, and to your panelists. In fact, tell Krobia Sante that indeed we are suffering, especially in Tadi. I can't even buy watches this morning, so I haven't eaten. Quite interesting. Well, this one says, good morning, Asempa. Well, listening to politicians will always be politicians. Look at the way they are talking in your studio, as if that they live in space. We are here and we know what we are going through. What are they talking about? Okay. And this one says, Asempa, in fact, as for the free fertilizer, it was helping us, but most of us did not benefit. But this government says we should buy. We are buying. So we'll take it like that. Okay, Medasi Bebre. And this one says, Asempa, cocoa farmers, why are better than okay, anyway, Medasi Bebre. And this one says, Asempa, tell Krobia Sante they are in power. That look, they can sit in the studio and say what they like. But we are down there, we know what we are going through. The heat is on. Oh dear, bre. Yebekasa. Okay, well, Martin Medasi. Facebook. Mavis in Safwa. Okay, Mavis Medasi Bebre. Pedro, I say, watching the best live show. And Claire Medasi, say, Ode Abba. And this one, say, we're talking about Ghana, not partisan and selfish interest. Mavis in Safwa. Mavis Piaga, I'll say good morning. And happy birthday and come our former President Mahama. Okay, Medasi. And this one says, assemble cocoa farmers. Well, come to Western North. Jerome has not really painted the picture for us well. We were expecting him to do the needful, but Wankasaye, we are really suffering as farmers. Okay, may I say, Francis and Sam, I've seen your message. Boa for George, I've seen your message. Well, Yan Dwaso. Now, after Yanko, 4 minutes after 10. Gold for oil. First, me starting for Jerome. This is a very good initiative from Abai. I buy my economy now rising.
Asempa ye wona wo kan na say aban ne na eka.
Buy new good and common farmer.
Okay. Unim no kran say gold. Say ye dey to oil. Na ubisa ho say
Jerome Pacho. It's 5 minutes after 10.
Okay.
10:15 measurement time. So I'm giving you 10 minutes.
No problem.
Thank you.
Enti no Asempa. Gold aye dey to oil. Na ubisa ho say eye adwene poban na eye den ewo mu. Even before the reading of the budget na eye their vice presidents na eye den ahinte. Na botaye techre nyina ne say ebetimi aboa na eye the prices of fuel etimi eye den abafom. Anya sa pepepe. Na ebio no so no etimi aboa eye stability in terms of eye yen currency. I think say basically sa nyoma mienu we na eye den ewumu inti aye call that barter system no. First time I met our policy we no ade e ba mitim aye section 7 of the Aye Act 703, and of course so we Minister of Lands letter now why we treat aye den ewumu in respect of aye sa particular section na aye den ewumu no. Now so no bisa ho this basic or fundamental question say ade na a long term aye problem ewo ho no opesa wode a short term measure aye den edeye of what good or benefit in a best survey aye the country the same time ma make sa ne say one say o share aye odi good ekwakoto aye oil na in terms of aye the availability of gold the quantity of it, you know. One, you bet me enya dodosa. Of course, in America, say if we are abreast with a section 7 of the act now, we say a bind bet me say because of the preemptory right in it, no. Yan shasi a bet me day, enya good no edodo. Now, say unya good no dodoa. Interesting aspect a one say. A bind say a yen shese small scale miner ya license no on ton the good in fanya day and for my buying. Ebio no so no eye one a large scale no so no among ton 20% of it enye day emma buying. And also the community mining for no so and for more emma buying. Now if say a quiet insure a buy only specify in terms of the large scale for one say or beton at the prevailing market then price. But give them CD then equivalent. But in terms of the small scale miners and also the community miners, a buy then unspecified in terms of the price or then okwakotono. Now, if it happens so, say ebia the community mining and also the small scale mining, because of certain clauses a buying want to introduce no. Now what you good nephew or share so say auto. Say if say or more and that declare good na omanya na omo esmogi obi te say the yenya no cocoa industry na will be say say e dey na eden esi ebio no so in respect of the large scale so we see ni panington 20% enye dey amount so 20% say menya 100 ounce of gold and I'm about 20 isn't it and I'm about 20 out of it so ebia menya 100 na me be catch say oh okay menya ebia 40 then I'm giving you 20% of it. So a kwamben so ena wofa in order say ubetimi kwaye den. Edu wenye DHA say these are the ounces of gold produced by the large scale miners ne say o my den or mu enya. And the most interesting aspect are buying for an impon course on say when you are talking about the forex, we are also talking about good reserves. It's good as the forex itself. Now, a buying in terms of price reduction, say ABR. Eye oil ne born ebeba form no. If says international market auto gold no at the prevailing market price. Let's assume say ABR you say ounce of gold ABR aye $10. If it is $10, now a buying to $10 no, but utia CD equivalent. Into utia CD equivalent, now let's say ABR 100 Ghana cedis. Now they are called crude no ediaba. So you say adebechin oko now say ABR ounce of gold no. A free be at $10 to a be at $15. What it is telling you, and then say you again need additional monies. Whereby ne born besan so ayeding. Into ubisa who say a kwamben so in a wofa in order to stabilize even the price of a crude no. A kwamben so because the moment the gold price ebekosuwa manoneno, you are paying more. You yourself will be paying more. Because we gold no wo kwakoto e dey free large scale miner and a small scale miner no akosoro and you are buying at that same rate wo tono additionally why you incur some losses and the moment the better akwa crude na ba no onye for the Christmas and I say when you're a social entrepreneur whereby you say you don't believe in making profit. No, you can't do that. So certainly the price of crude now we can say open stability in terms of nebono enya de abede ubenya. Why say a buying tinase be innovative and proactive enough? Say refinery den ebia ewo ho. Ye betimi add value to yen gold no. And if you add value to yen gold no more, a betimi mienya more sika bebre e free mu if you go to sell it. Then say then you implement it so okay, we are using the gold reserve that we have near the kwakoto crude no. So we say effects na eno so wo ho no. Aban aye ready say obetimi aden obetimi ehia the effect or consequences it also comes with because depleting your gold reserves na ye wono and also economic ramifications on the economy. So on the other side, a buy our vetting adwene, watching adwene aye den, esi so, in that regard, they say be a me win, because there is no economic decision that you take that will not come with certain ramifications. But you're very proactive. You get to find out that the ramifications or the adverse implications are coupled with that particular policy and a measure now or the abano. Uwo control was untino. Ubetimi ayeden. Esiano anase aswano. Eden insano. What measures? And a bind the guakwemu say in the event say sideways so ebe backfire no. What are we going to do? Because your TOC is here as a country, all measures deployed by Aban in order to ensure or mitigate the challenges at Ghana for Efomuno. It has not worked. That is why, in my own view, this is one of the useless budgets ever that we have experienced. Looking at this from the economic background and also situating it in the context which we find ourselves now as Ghanaians, this is the most useless budget ever. No matter the angle you look at it from. No matter the angle you look at it from. So what it tells you is the problems or the challenges are here from Astimel. It is going to be compounded. It is going to be. Because this particular aspect to deal with a fuel, said there be a fuel beba form na etumi stabilize the prices of goods money. I don't know. Don't forget even VAT has even gone up. So bisa ho say sabio intiasie be ni wom. Intiasie be ni wom. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Even in your attempt to rob Peter, you are not doing it in a way Peter ebetimi ade ebetimi aboa. You are not even doing it in a way betting by the abwa. Into Behun and say, aye effects and anase insunsan so na ebebano. Yenti me asempa enye den ensano. Dia ye tihu sisi e kra no. Ye pa ye ho a ye hu ya sinim. And abino den hyehyeye eba. Look at this rather myopic policy the government is bringing. I spoke with a natural law resource person, lawyer B, and I said, look, even looking at the policy about the bano, Sebi what's not sa dwene ho a ohu Sebi o infasodie na ye den ehumuno. Because the issues you decided to solve some issues will never be solved. In terms of price stability enye juma. Ebio no so in terms of say obuana yen currency no so agina no eno so enye juma. Entino of what problem are you solving? Is it that the identification of the problem and abaning ye day ehunu in order to say obetimi ayde amma in solutions and I say ode eye twi no like solution twi like a kwan ebefa so asia no ebe den
over 60 seconds
ebeba intino asempa yen hu eye adepotia aban no pese oye den o kire because sanya mekaye no who say wo hwe aye miwa VAT ekosro miwa wasanso aye den eji eye benchmark value wasanso aye den a reverse 15% inti enonso no bema ahokire ene nioma bo aye den aye den inti ubisa ho say e dem pa na wo ye den o solve e dem pa na wo ye den o solve. What are you actually dealing with? Inti aban we yakwakoye aban a sabi o baby agina mprempren senke bi krampa ye ni president anasi ye ni ministers krampa me gidi pa senke betimi ade ye betimi ahwe ye
right Jerome me that say what time aso
me hu anything be a oya
Jerome thank you
odi kushin
what 10 minutes am the ma na so pepepe 10:15 Jerome Sam Western North Regional Communication Officer ma NDC Krobia Sante 15 minutes after 10:25 my Jimmy time
Asempa me so disappointed in the young man. And I'm disappointed because, but normal for the NDCs, normal because that is the way they speak. They don't have respect for Ghanaians. And to move beyond okay, inya oil. I'm catch say Johnson.
Really?
Yeah, passing health insurance bill. I'm gonna be act. I'm gonna boycott Parliament. Yes, Jubilee House, the same NDC. For Bekache say Yenkukubu. You see, they lack respect for this, for the good people of this country. Declaring the whole national budget as useless. and you call yourself a regional communications officer of a certain political party, you only qualify to be a regional communications officer for NDC, not in any other party in this country. A national budget, does it know what the budget stands for? You may choose to disagree with the content of the budget. You may choose to disagree with certain provisions in the budget. It's acceptable, normal. You are criticizing the document objectively. But to term a whole national budget as useless document, and you do it with a lot of pride. You sit on a national radio station, such a big platform as Adom. Now, what call it a national budget? A national budget, in the budget, there's an allocation. Yadebema mabunu a support to entrepreneurship. A mabuna or more person, they want to do something on their own. Estimated of about 1 million people. Budget leap less endowed people. Krofo asebi na CSA ufri Western North. Baby ufri no ohia wo ho kyerɛ wo ho. En krofo asebi mobrohunfo a omasetra mu eye den eniema mu ye den ma wom. Budget nipa by 330,000 plus and here increase ko 450,000 plus from 45 cities. And they call about 90 something cities. No, you are calling this document useless.
But is he not entitled to his opinion?
No, but I said it. So you have the right as a party person or a communicator or even a Ghanaian to criticize the document. But you don't have the right to term a whole national budget as useless document.
But you called the sitting president incompetent.
Now to say he'll be incompetent. Incompetence is just to judge the person's performance.
So what if any opinion of
the
judgment?
more you are even justifying this, the more you are getting Ghanaians
I'm asking
angry.
you questions.
Me say, a budget, a document, a document, no na sebi Ghana nyina ya kon homabo. Ghana nyina na ebebo ye ho bra parliament for G2 document sebi emabunu emabawa omuni adwuma ye eba be provide nipa be 1 million opportunities ebe so masene amomu sika kakra no de ase bibia se document sebi school feeding ye maame no mo no anuane a complain say sika no ewo form na at least yetimi apagya mu kakra document akwan ahodo a epese ye ayaresabia wo so ado a epese ye wo betra na wo fresh document is a useless document. Do you know what you are talking about? And I am not surprised because that is the modus operandi of NDC. Almost I don't know. But you see, Ghana for ATO, Ghana for adwumu daho. Okasa kra obekasa no. So I'm akasa ho antia. Ghana for ATO, they are watching. And like I mentioned, me say I am not against him as an opposition communicator. Say obefa budget no na baby a woni aban no disagreement bi obeka ho asema maka. He has every right to do that. And enokra boa ema your discussion no etimi enrich. Say obe criticize the document no objectively, constructively. But you don't sit here and call a national budget as useless document. That is the point I'm making. He must be ashamed of himself. But I am not surprised because NDC almost just like that. No ma can person just like that. Or my you discover or you don't make catch the Ghana food as a Johnson. Yes, I Jubri House. Or make catch the Ghana food as on the Bayan Kukubu. But they were the first people to occupy that building because but the bottom line is that Usha ene asempa budgeta yera kenoforiata ediaba mesre ye members of parliament say omunyina no be build a consensus na omachia tum say the be ya yebetimi end IMF negotiations no on time na atimi am economy no ya rebounce back. Now the policy good for oil. It looks as if he has limited information or he lacks knowledge and understanding about the policy. Until here, as let me tell you, the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, about 25, I almost found it, IMF, no. Countries need to be the good, contribute to good, their support for the establishment of IMF. He should read it. Barter system, any new. System. It was I think 1978, and there was another law passed here say, well, IMF and stay out of gold arrangement in any good different nations as their contribution near the no and as a repayment of their loans near the no. What you say? But the bottom line, we a simple question: so is it a good initiative or not? That was a simple question. But no. Reasons of my which of these reasons Emma policy no any workable? Which of the reasons?
We don't understand.
Talking about as about between gold and a dollar, which one and as of my Ghana, you control over it. Please, when you were having your time, I disagree entirely with you, but I kept quiet. You must respect. Listen,
Jerome,
respect the platform you are on.
Jerome,
respect the platform you are on.
At the time, I won't know why you do.
Okay, a lot of chance, but I listen to you.
Young man, yes.
Jerome,
you spoke about
what logic is
no, but Jerome,
refer to what I said as
no, Jerome, he can disagree with you.
Of course, I know that.
You will also call the budget a useless
for that
budget.
one it is useless.
Of course.
Mostly.
So if he is saying that what he said was chaff.
What I am trying to say is that
you should be very mindful
this
of
platform
your
is a big platform. What you say? He must be tolerant. He will have his time.
Yes, you are detecting to who.
So
I have the platform.
You are commanding me. You jot it down. When I come, you can address his post.
That's how we do it here.
Of course.
You can address his
post. That's how you do it.
What I'm saying is that
Jerome, you jot it.
And take note of the
time to yes.
Time now.
Don't worry. Ode Kasa.
A very fantastic policy, a game-changing policy. Let me tell you, or might be or backing the economy and answering the reserve with good no. Oko UK, US. Am I who do be brave? That's what they do. And a brand vice president, be no cancer same way. Opa monitor the media landscape. But be economists all over the world. I mean Bonabaso. Bonabaso said that is the way to go. Not even for Ghana as a country, but for Africa. That we take advantage of resources I war. And as about him, BB, this initiative, and not just Vice President, you see, as a government, you started free, say yes, no, you better formalizing and mining industry, no. As about you better formalizing a mining industry, now this is community mining concept, the idea of community mining concept. This research has indicated say adwuma and gold no much is just about 10%. About 90% of the mineral no as waste. Meanwhile, they pollute water bodies and what have you. And this minerals commission idea for gold catcher technology in the buy and gold catcher no ebetimi ati about 95% mercury free. Currently small scale mining is giving us almost added to GDP about 35%. Okay, gold production in about 35% is coming from small scale mining. If we are able to sanitize the industry, now community mining, it's me and gold production from that angle. Gold, Ghana in abundance. And it is even another way conscious. We need to find a way your mining industry. This big mining, giant mining companies, Newmont, Perseus, Anglo Good, any other.
Probably our time has because of interruption. 1 minute.
How many of them, as employees? Anyway, that's fine. As employees, how many of them, and as government, you watch shares to say we need to use the gold by way of butter to get the oil. No gold, any gold in the oil, a valuable commodity, sir. Or international market, a beer of value. What you say, and it is a good initiative. Economists all over the world. This is a new policy. The fear is that there is always the fear of the unknown. OMC bulk distribution companies petrol oil nebano. Omufri say chain free. That is not the point. Now what the government is doing and they say abana na ebe make policy. Abana na bekra oil na ba eba near the amamo. Abana ede ma OMC companies they are involved already now. Abana will not be charging in dollars. But now you don't have control over the dollar.
Probably,
and it is estimated. Let me land. It is estimated. It is estimated. Says yetimi yana nyame ya adom na ye ni ya.
Probably
between 5 and
6 60 seconds. So make your point within 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Now I'm 60 seconds.
No,
that's all they
say mankasa krampo na enye because asama waken at a point, na me because said they are not all say he's going to school me on the policy, the implications, a woman your money at them. I thought said now he has something better to say. What is it that he said? Assignment okay. We are talking about say even policy nankasampo want to me and my and the policy objective. Amankasamo de buying. You couldn't say one. What else what policy no? And you have the budget here. Sorry, you have the budget here. You are in government. You couldn't even tell me the objective of that particular objective. So what I say, the particular objective. One to me and can't change. Say a bayading. And even the ramifications are a yading. A one. You just spoke. Ukasai. And what did the chief say? What are the concerns of the OMCs? Me catch you say. Even say gold, no, if say ounce, I will be turn even in our international market price, no. Only determinant of it in it in a cost automatically what you want to achieve, you can't achieve it. You are depleting your gold reserves, which also has that consequence.
60 seconds.
What's me and
Crop 60 seconds.
Kasa.
Imagine a pepe.
Asempa, Obia.
Oh,
producer adebia na baby to adie and also when you control over the pricing of it, then you don't even know what you're talking about. You see, when we come to sit here, we are speaking to Ghanaians, we are not speaking to ourselves. My point is that Ghana for 80 enim say good for oil initiative as said by the vice president, a game changing policy. MPP are we are concerned about the rate petrol board air cost affecting almost every single aspect of our economy. A hotel system is largely because of petrol boa ekosoro. Petrol boa kosoro asempa e affect bibia. Ene no aban no na woso. Aban no asuda ye pahunu say the best way ye betimi aboa ma petrol ni boa no aba from ewo ye man mu hanu say ye na japade a obo ade e de adom ye na ye woni bebre wo man mu hanu. Ye de eno ebe kwa akwaje oil no ene okwa Saudi ni ade gold o mu fa ni agro ho o mu so na wo oil no eti a good policy a oil ne boa no aba
well, I'm saying, I say, George Krobia Asante, a Deputy Communications Director, Emma, the New Patriotic Party, Jerome Sam, a Western North Regional Communication Officer, Emma, NDC. I say, so mobile. Well, check out time. Got a very special happy birthday and come on. A special brother, a brother from another mother, wonderful friend. Oh, yeah, super. Siao Nate, happy birthday to you. From all the Irish crew members, I must say happy birthday to you, Siao Nate of Dickable Limited. Siao, enjoy it, but maybe a party in the world. We're there inside. God bless you as well. I was saying, sorry, son. And I say happy 40th birthday and come on, Juana Apia Dakwa of Absa Premier Banking, Nyakopon Shraupa, where Effie Barbara, Banasco and Shalom Hall. And this one say good morning and happy birthday and come on, Asida Brentu Apia Poku, over Veron Preparatory School, down Suman, Russia. And this one is coming from Mr. and Mrs. Opoku and your sister, Mame Sewapoku. Happy birthday, Enkoma Abigail Kwashi of Mala Market from your husband, Fred De La Kwashi. Abigail Kwashi, Mala Market from your husband, Fred De La Kwashi. And special greetings, Enkoma Nana Ento Sasuraku the first of Okrasi traditional area. Nana Wonkwaso. Same greetings and come on. A teacher for a teacher Mante Presby Primary, you know. Auntie Julie was home and at the buy. Auntie Julie has some drink out. Obenyache. Anquano my dear bet to me empress wide as well. Yeah, sorry, so. Babana ba meje mama no. Nothing what was a meanwhile to our amazing twin CEOs, Mrs. Kakra Dufour Nyakon, Chief Executive Officer of Star Life Assurance, and Mrs. Penny Bafo Ewa, Chief Executive Officer, Star Assurance. May God grant you both long life and wisdom to steer the affairs of Star Life Assurance and Star Assurance to greater height. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Enjoy this special day from staff of Star Assurance Group. Namish Ramo. Well, I was here, sorry, so Papana ba OPD, OPBD, OPM, OPBD, OPL, OPBD,